Alright, so now it's time to finish the game. So, it's working pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this layer, hold shift, click this one, and we're going to drag it to frame 2. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So that basically, we're going to have a start screen here, this will be the game, and then we'll have an end screen here. Okay, so I'm going to make another layer above my text layer, and I'm just going to call it the start end screen. And basically right here, I'm just going to draw some stuff. So, let's see, let's do a fill, and what is this game that we're, oh yeah, it's the cone thing. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to do kind of a dark gray, we'll say, like that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make a title. So, let's go ahead and we'll make this color like really light gray, and shoot the cone, we'll call it. And I'm just going to make this go a little bit wider so it's, there we go. And we'll actually just center align that. And that's fine. So shoot the cone. And I'm just going to take some random graphic that I have over here just so that, you know, I have something. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that in here so that it looks a little bit better. Alright, so shoot the cone. That looks pretty much okay. What I need to happen though is you'll see it's still on here. So I just got to insert an empty, I'm just going to right click and do insert blank keyframe. So that way it's only on the first frame. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this guy, and we're going to do a click event. So I just have to have something selected. I'm not actually going to use this, but it just needs to be there. I'm going to go to code snippets, and we want to do timeline navigation. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to say stop at this frame first. So I don't want it to move forward, because without that it'll keep flipping between those. And then we're going to select this, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to click to go to frame and stop. Double click on that. Come on. And it's going to say whatever, I don't really care. And I'm going to go ahead and remove all this gobbledygook here. And I don't want it to actually that you have to click on this. Now, if you do, if you want to have like a button that says play and you push on it, then you can have a play button, or you can make it this guy or something. I'm going to make it so you click anywhere on the stage and it goes to the next thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove this. And I'm just going to write stage.addEventListener, click to go to frame and stop. I'm not going to worry about renaming any of that. So I'm going to have it go to frame 2 because we're on frame 1. So if you click on the screen, it's going to go to frame number 2. Alright, so you can see it's going to go here, and then it's going to go there. So I'm just going to go ahead and control enter so you can see it working. And so you can see it looks like this. If I click, it's going to start the game. And then I can go ahead and get rid of these guys. Alright, and you get kind of the idea. Yay! It's fantastic. Alright, so the start screen works fine. I'm just going to copy this as a template for the other side. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to go ahead and copy frames. I'm going to go here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to go paste frames. So now if we go here, you will see that we have shoot the cone, and I will leave that there. That works for me. Now, I do need to add a couple of things. So, let me see. Yeah, so I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to click on the thing here. And I need to, at the end, when the time runs out, I want it to go to frame and stop at frame 3. So, where did I put that? We should have a loop function. Here we go. Time left, blah, blah, blah. So what we're going to do is after this, we're going to say if time left is less than or less than or equal to 0, we're gonna have it go to, so I'll just type it out. You could double click on the thing, but go to and stop, and it's going to be frame 3, like so. It's going to go to frame and stop frame 3. So let's just test that. It might throw an error on us, but we'll see. Not initially, but when we go. So I gotta wait for this to run out, so might as well play the game. There's one. Get over here. Dirty dogs. There we go. So we're good. Wait a couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Okay, so it does throw an error. because it's, well, you'll see, but that's fine. Alright, so that's working pretty good. So the reason why it's failing and stuff is because basically it's running this loop, and whenever it runs this loop, it's always trying to, source or find things or do whatever. So what you have to do is in our loop function here, because if you remember, it has that event listener enter frame. So every time you enter a frame, it's going to do this. I'm just going to, at the very top of it, I'm just going to go if. We're going to say current time, okay? Current frame. Current frame. If that is equal to frame 2, okay, then it's going to run all this code here. I'm just going to tab that in and like that. Okay, so now all the code that we had in here is only going to run if the current frame is 2. So let's just test that real quick. I'm just going to Control or Command Enter. And let's see. Click and, oh god. Okay, we're going to, just so I don't have to wait that long, I'm going to do 2 seconds for time left. I'll change it back to 20 after. And let's see. Boom. And 1, 2. And it worked good. Okay, good. Awesome. Alright. So, let me change this back. Actually, let's just double check. So, if we click, so I got 2 seconds to try and get a score. Okay. And if I click, you'll see it goes, so shoot the cone. And it'll go, it's just going to keep going back here. So, that works pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is, I'll change this back to 20. And actually, let's leave it at 2. So let's go to here, and now we have shoot the cone. So one of the things I also want to do is, see I have this text. I want to extend my text layer, which I don't actually. Okay, yeah, I'm going to extend my text layer so that I can see my score. So I'm just going to go here and go Insert Frame. So now you'll see the text layer. It's not showing up because it's underneath the start and end screen. So I'm going to put it above it. So now you can see they will show up. Okay. And I don't know what is time on. Oh, it's on my actions layer. Oops. I'm going to leave it there because that works out. But I want to take shoot and I want to move it down here. So what I'm going to do is I have, score. And I want to put it right here. So I'm just going to go like that and I'm going to see the position. So you see it's 124 by 281. So 124 by 281. What was it? 124? Yeah, 124 by 281. Alright. So I'll go back here and we are going to 124. Where is the ending time here? Oh, time left. Here we go. So before I go to the frame, I'm just going to go ahead and I think it was score text dot x is going to be equal to 124, and the score text dot y is going to be equal to, I don't remember. Hang on a second. So 280, we'll say. I don't know. I might have to adjust it, but we'll just say 280. So what's going to happen is, right now it's in its current position, but after the time runs out, it's going to take this and it's going to reposition it here. It's going to take its X position, Y position, do that. So hopefully you should see the thing here. It's going to be 1. Okay, 1, 2. Hey, I got a score. So there's score 1, and you can see it's right there. And it's kind of weird. I got like an extra leaves the things. All right, that's fun. Okay. All right. So you can see it has the score and stuff. So, yeah. The problem is that every time that it's completing, it's creating a new instance of the crosshairs. So that's why we're getting like kind of weird things up there. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. What do I want to do in order to make that happen? I guess I'd have to delete everything. But I'm trying to think of, So besides moving, if the time is out, besides moving that text, I'm also going to have to remove the crosshairs, so that way when it starts on frame 1 again, it doesn't just have the old one and a new one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to crosshairs.parent.remove child crosshairs like this. And now you'll see if I do Control Enter, click on this guy, and let's see. Okay. Well, I keep clicking and going to the next thing. You see, there's my score. I can click, and it will. Okay. So I got to do another thing here too. The score is not going back to its initial position, and it's not resetting. So we got to do a couple of those things too for the reset. All right. So anyway, that will basically, it'll say crosshairs, grab the parent of crosshairs, then remove the child from that parent, which is crosshairs. It's just the way it has to be done. I know it's kind of weird. So the other thing I need to do is I need to take this now, and we need to put a script here. So I'm in F6 to, oops, not F6, sorry. Let's do F7 to create an empty layer, and then we need to add basically a script here. So I'm just going to click on something, and I'm going to go to code snippets, and we're going to go click to go to frame and stop, and like that. All right, and I don't actually want to use this movie clip. I'm just going to go ahead and make it stage, and we're going to go to frame, and we want to go to frame 1. Okay, so that will go to the first frame, and we'll be there. Now, I had to do a couple of other things besides that. I have to set this back to its original position. So it's score text. So let's go back here. So we'll say score text dot x is going to be equal, and also do score text dot y is equal, and I got to find what this is. So it's 12 and 70, we'll say. All right, so let's go back, click on this again. So 12 and 70. Okay, and that will reset this back to its position up here. So that will be useful. There's something else that was weird. What else did I want to do? Oh, I got to reset the score for that matter too. So we're also going to go ahead and, I don't know if this will work. We'll do my score is equal. Oh, you know what? We won't do it in here. We'll do it in the other one. So we'll leave that and we'll go here. Oh no, we can't do it there. No, you know what? It exists there, so we should be able to. We're going to go ahead and do my score is going to be equal back to 0. Let's see if that works. Okay. So let's score is 0. Let me see. Go to frame. Click to go to frame and stop. Frame 2. Cannot with a null object. So it says line 6. So that should be okay. Let's see if it's this that's causing the issue. I think I already tested this though, but let's double check. Oh, it is that. Okay. Dismiss all. So, oh, you know what? These have to happen before we go to and stop. That's why. Control X, Control V. Actually, I don't think that will matter, but we'll try it and see. Okay, go to frame and stop 1. Then for frame 1, go to and stop frame 2. Maybe what we'll do is we don't really need to go. Let's just have this go to 2 because you don't really need to go to 1. because it's just the same thing in the beginning anyway. So let's see if this works better. Alright, score is 1. Yay, I'll click on it, and then, let's see, it still says 1. Alright, so my score is not changing. It looks like the position was working, though. Let's double check that real quick. So, come on. And score is 0. Yeah, so that's going up. That's fine. So I've got to figure that out. So what we're going to do is go to frame 2 here. And my score int is 2, so it's going to run setup in the beginning anyway. So what we'll do is just inside of this setup, we'll just go ahead and do my score. The score is equal to 0. So it will reset to 0 every time. So let's just double check, click on that, and let's see. Alright, I didn't get anything. Come on, spawn something for me. There we go. Dang it. Oh, he was still there. Score 1, 2. I got 2. Let's see if I go back to there, click, and it went back to 2. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. Well, whatever. Close enough. So it works the first time around. I'll fix it maybe later. Alright, so for the most part, that sort of works. So that looks good. Alright, and we're going to call that good. So you would just publish it and it'd be all good in the hood.